Hold on, YouTube. I forgot something in my darn house. I will be back shortly. All right, we are back. All right, give me a couple minutes to get away from my house and let's see if the feed remains jumpy still. I've been having problems streaming smoothly with live stream or with the StreamYard. But let's see if they have a mobile app. I don't think they have a mobile app, but part of the problem could be that I'm so hungry trying to stream from my phone on the internet platform. Is it any better in the days? You don't mind letting me know? So hungry. Why don't I have food in my car? I need to have more snacks in the car. Beef jerky or fruit leather or something. I'm gonna eat a whole bantha right now. Lord, I'm almost too hungry to talk. It's pretty damn hungry. Of course, not having breakfast probably didn't help. Had toast and milk. Should have had some eggs that are like 2 weeks old or a month old because I never cook. If you're just jumping on, can you tell me if the stream's okay, the audio's okay, the video's okay? Oh man, I feel like crap. I don't know. I slept. I'm a little hungry, but I have to take it easy today. Damn, this StreamYard thing just might not be able to work. Yeah, people have said that I've low before, but like I'm not speaking quietly, so I don't know if there's a way to like turn up my microphone settings. I don't think so. Oh, no, don't see anything there. Let me see. All right, is that any better? Oh, Jesus Christ! I had this freaking automatically mic set volume. Piece of garbage. All right, Uncle Al, is the audio better? I can turn up the mic, but I don't want it to be too loud. It was on auto volume adjust. I have no idea why, and I really need to pay attention to the road. But oh, Smurf Life, Thursday, February 4th, 2021. Oh my gosh, can we go? Can we go? Do we need to stop? Can we go? So as I was saying, another day, life of your favorite prepping Smurf. The butcher is on his way to the butcher shop. Chop meat. Hopefully all the meat chopping machines are operating today. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow and painful day. But not much can be done about that for the moment until I move into the country or live in the forest or figure out how to invest enough money the right way so that I don't have to work. I have to work. So it's all right. It is a gorgeous day in Los Angeles. Hello, prepped for it. Thank you for joining. At least on the plus side, I've been so focused with stuff going on in my personal life and work and motorcycle projects that haven't been diving too much into the nonsense on the news, since it doesn't really. I mean, Biden's been doing some stuff, but I'm trying to start Thursday off right. So talking about Biden is not going to help, nor is talking about Governor Newsom, who, I'm a sneak. Oh, super sneak. Oh, not the best sneak. If I had a freaking Corvette, I could have done that better, but I'm literally competing with a Highlander, which has the same engine as I do. I believe that's a V6 Highlander. I think they're all V6. Anyways. Oh, plus it's got the hybrid drive. That low-end torque. Can't compete. But yeah, the Toyota Highlander is the more affordable Toyota version of my Lexus RX 300, which has been basically a phenomenal vehicle. The gas mileage isn't the greatest. I probably could have survived 75% of the time that I've had this car. I probably could have done with a Toyota Camry or Corolla, but 25% of the time, maybe not even that, but maybe like 10 or 20% of the time, having the SUV is very, very nice. Now, can we go? Are we going to be aggressive? Going to be aggressive? People running yellow lights constantly doesn't make this any easier. But just craziness going on in the world, and now that Governor Newsom has opened up the state, I guess traffic's gonna suck again. Which I guess we had a year in California of really good traffic, or not a lot of traffic, rather. So it was nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guy just like merged into the back of me. So it was nice to have low traffic, but I have to admit it was almost eerie in a way, because it reminded me when I was younger in California. Because when I was younger, driving around, there really wasn't. I lived in the Bay Area, which has about the same many people in the metropolitan area, like kind of the whole Bay Area, as LA, about 9 million people, 8 million and change. But the thing is, they're just, maybe there wasn't 8 million or 9 million back then. Maybe it was like 6.5 or 7 or something. But you could drive around, as long as it wasn't during rush hour, you could basically, as long as it wasn't during rush hour and not super near San Francisco, most of the time you could get around pretty quick on the freeway, especially 280 up and down the peninsula. I lived on the peninsula. And man, you could just go 80, 85 miles an hour. And other than the CHP, which we're out there, state's been open a week, and already normally when I'd be going 70, maybe 50 miles an hour down this stretch of the road, I'm going 3 miles an hour. So that's awesome. To make $1 million, a lot of excuses, free invention. Are you saying, Uncle Al, that I need to make $1 million to retire in California? Because if that's what you're getting at, you're not wrong. You practically do need to be worth $1 million to retire in California. It's a little ridiculous. And it's only going to get worse. This state is going to turn into, at least the metro areas, the Bay Area, San Diego, LA. It's going to be a very much have and have not state. So all the people in the Central Valley, that are sort of hurting economically. You know, farmers, places where there's just not a lot of business are going to be hurting, and the people in the cities. There's also going to be this polarization where you have people that work office jobs in finance and tech and medicine and law that are making some money, and then you have a very large class of Amazon warehouse workers or delivery drivers or food service people. So it's going to be this big, it's not going to be a lot of people in the middle. I'm kind of rare that I'm in the middle right now, but fortunately LA does have a lot of industry, not just Hollywood, but you know, aerospace and some technology stuff. A lot of people sort of misunderstand Los Angeles. You know, the area was big in aviation prior to War II, and so that really bolstered a lot of the economy during the war, and then of course after the war. So a lot of people think LA is just Hollywood and movies, and that is certainly a big part of our economy, but it's not all of the economy, not by any stretch. Like Silicon Valley is mostly tech companies. That is absolutely the majority of their economy. They got, you know, other stuff going on, but now I'm sick. For Christ's sake. Look at boss coughing around me without his mask on today. Can you imagine? Or yesterday. Bastard. What is the solution, Uncle Al? Dare I ask? And please be mindful that I can only accept comments that are so colorful, so nothing too crazy. I could live in my car, do handyman work around the country, but even the handyman stuff wasn't paying quite enough to pay the bills. Maybe it would have been enough to pay for gas, but I don't want to live in the car. I don't even really want to live in a van, maybe an RV if I own the land, but it's kind of nice having four walls. Get a bit more of a sense of security. Whether or not it's a false security, that's up for debate, but the Kung Flu, no, I hope not. Man, the last time I got tested at work, sorry, random girls in a car next to me or a couple lanes over, having a good time. Good for them. This last year has been tough for people. Shut down infrastructure and blockade, no violence. Well, that is a way to, what's up, JFM? Or however you say your name, I'm sorry. Yeah, so they did that in Oakland. I don't know if you remember, Uncle Al. You probably do. Maybe, I don't know how much of the news it was on, but in Oakland, gosh, I can't remember if it was race-related riots. I think it was. God, I really do feel like shit. I have to take tomorrow off. Or if it was the Occupy movement, but they shut down the port of Los Angeles by occupying the freeway or the roads around there. And of course, in California and other places, like a freeway with a few hundred people is not to say it doesn't make a difference, but it's not a viable. Like, if you're going to have a movement to sort of shut down infrastructure, you would really need quite the organized movement. You know, it can't just be like one freeway and a few hundred people. Like, you'd have to really be strategic about it. And unfortunately, the way that modern society works, although you do have a right to protest, you don't exactly have a right to stand in the street, at least not the way the law is currently structured. So, you know, how many people can really afford to get arrested for demonstrating? It's not the worst charge in the world, like, you know, misdemeanor, I don't know, resisting arrest or failure to follow the instructions of a police officer. You know, who knows what they're, why are we slowing down? Let's go faster. For fuck's sake. But yeah, you know, people can, of course, oh my God, this guy's driving me crazy. Uh-oh. You caught my flu through the interwebs. New strain of coronavirus, transmittable when you watch somebody's live stream who's coughing. Their coughing signals a trigger in the nanoparticles that are in the vaccine, the micro nanoparticles. I know one thing for sure. Coronavirus might fuck me up, but I guarantee I will have zero side effects from the vaccine if I don't take the vaccine. That's the thing that people don't realize. Like, yeah, it might give you some insulation in theory from the coronavirus, but what are you willing to risk? Like 1 in 1,000 chance you lose your vision, 1 in 10,000 chance you die, get paralyzed? I give myself about a 99.9% chance that coronavirus is not going to knock me out. So I feel like right now, oh, Jesus, trying to do this at the same time is a little bit annoying. So yeah, I'll take my chances with coronavirus. I don't need to mess with no vaccines personally. I mean, if I had a kid, I'd probably immunize him against measles, mumps, rubella, and polio and stuff that truly is, not over exaggerated. My grandfather had polio. In fact, at the last Thanksgiving, I think I mentioned this in another live stream. My family members talking about, they had a classmate with polio, and like it was the thing, it really screwed people up. Chicken enchiladas de pollo con salsa verde. Sounds delicioso. But unfortunately, 16 minutes into my terribly traumatic commute, I have arrived. So I'm afraid I have to sign off. Plan on getting 4 bolts for the motorcycle, putting a couple fairings on, and seeing if I can't get stuck in Timbuktu without cell phone reception. I suspect I will take my bug out bag with me on the bike for that specific instance. In fact, I really need to go through my bug out bag because I don't think I've even been through it in the last 6 months. But till next time, you know the drill. Keep all your stuff running better than I do. Try to keep the nails out of your tires, which I have been unsuccessful in as of late. Stay safe, stay ready. Watch out for the liberal, commie, socialist bastards. I should know. I live in California. And until next time, YouTube, keep prepping.